Good morning, students. Today's topic is surface free energy. In before class, know about what is surface tension, interfacial tension, and their importance and applications in pharmaceutical products development. In today's class, discussing about surface free energy, measurement of surface free energy and applications of surface free energy. Surface free energy, it indicates the energetics of liquid surfaces. Surface tension maintain the surface area of a liquid to a minimum value. The surface area can be increases provided some work is being done against the force at the surface. So surface free energy is defined as the work required to increase the area of a liquid by 1 square centimeter. As per the definition, surface free energy is equal to the surface tension of a substance. The derivation to estimate the surface free energy can be determined by using following diagram. The following diagram contains ABCD. It is a rectangular wire. The side AD, it will having length L. It is movable. A drop of solution like soap solution placed on the surface of the frame, it will form a thin layer around the frame. The side AD remains stable on account of surface tension adjusted by the soap film. When force applied downward, the film get stretched as the movable bar AD goes down until the film breaks. When the applied force is less than that of required for breaking, the film would retract on the account of surface tension. The upward force is occurs due to surface tension. The downward force is applied force. The side AD is movable. A drop of soap solution is placed on the frame. These form a film within the frame. When force is applied downwards, the film can be stretched as the movable bar AD goes down until the film breaks. The derivation can be explained in detail. If the force is applied on AD, it means downward movement. It shifts the movable wire to distance up to D. By the application of stress, AD movable bar moves down in distance D. The work done is given by using following equation. Work done can be indicated by W is equal to force into distance moved. The applied force is F and the bar can be moved distance is D. So the values are substituted in above equation. We will obtain work done. W is equal to Ft. The above force act against surface tension. The surface tension is applied an upward component. Surface tension try to contact the liquid. There are two surfaces of each length on either side of the wire. Acting on the surface is F is equal to surface tension into 2L. Substituting the value in above work done equation, you will obtain W is equal to surface tension into 2L into D. When 2L into D is equal to increase the surface area, that is delta A, produced by the extending the soap film. So the work done is equal to surface tension into delta A, or delta G is equal to surface tension into delta A. So W is the work done or surface free energy expressed in ergs. In thermodynamic sense, any form of energy can be divided into an intensity factor and a capacity factor. Surface free energy can be applied in various fields of pharmacy. Absorption of gases on the solid surface, physical instability of suspensions, thermodynamic instability of emulsions. Surface free energy can be measured by using three types of methods. First, dye in pen method. This is the method. It is quick process and results are give fastly. In this method, using a set of commercially available felt tip pens containing a range. One of pen is used to apply a thin film of ink over a of test surface, may be a solid or liquid. In this method, the pen is form a thin film of ink over a test surface. If the film breaks up into droplets in less than 2 seconds, the process is repeated using pen with ink having lower surface tension. This procedure is used to establish the lowest surface tension ink that yield a film that remains intact for at least 2 seconds. The value of surface tension of the ink is taken as the surface free energy of a substrate. This method gives fast onset of results and quick method and easy determination. Second method is contact angle method. In this method, a drop of liquid of known surface tension is placed on the test surface and then observed through a movable eyepiece. The eyepiece is connected to a electronic protector which displays the viewed angle. The angle between surface of the liquid to the test surface. The construction of angle in such that while viewing angle equal to contact angle, the illumination viewed through the eyepiece is maximized. The contact angle and the surface tension of liquid can then be used to calculate the surface energy of a test surface. The third method is interfacial tensiometer. This method is used involves the tensiometer. In this method, solid is dipped into and retracted from a liquid of known surface tension. The variation in the contact angle with immersion depth is measured and these values are calculated the surface free energy of a solid. This method is used for determine the surface free energy of a solids where all exposed phases of same composition. So these are the various types of methods used for determination of surface free energy. For example, when a drop of liquid is in equilibrium with its vapor, it takes the form sphere. It occupies minimum surface area for unit volume. This is also having minimum free energy. So this is in this class discussing about surface free energy and their importance, and what are the various types of methods used for determination of surface free energy. Thank you.